What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So the other day I was recording my video on why I think 2022 could be the best year in recent gaming history, and it made me come to somewhat of a realization. I haven't enjoyed gaming as much recently as I did when I was in middle and high school. So I started to wonder, why is that? Why have I had less fun gaming recently than I did in the past? Is gaming just becoming less fun? Well, first, to be clear, I still absolutely love gaming. It is one of my favorite hobbies alongside of watching sports and watching anime. And I'm in no way done with gaming, nor will I ever be. But it is undeniable that back in the day, gaming was even more important to me than it is now. And I had so much fun with it back then that it makes me feel like now I just have a little bit less fun than I used to. So why is that? Is gaming just becoming less fun today than it was years ago? Some could make that argument, with games today being riddled with microtransactions and constant pop culture references to appeal to kids in order to maximize profit. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Fortnite. Microtransactions in particular can suck all of the fun and joy out of a game, especially if it's a full-priced game. Picture this. You just bought the newest online game in your favorite genre for a whopping $70, and you've waited through the hours of downloading and installing the game files and copying it and getting the day one patch and testing your internet connection because the download paused midway through. You're through all of that. And you're finally ready to get in there and get to playing. And then after about 5 or so games in this online game, you realize that certain people do way more damage than you, or they have broken, overpowered abilities, and so you go and you look at the progression system in the game, only to find that if you want the same weapons or armor or abilities as everyone else, you need to pay another $10. And then if you want to look different than all the other basic characters in the game, that'll be another $10. And then if you want multiple good weapons or skins or abilities, not just the one that you just bought, that's another $10. And then by the end of it, you spent $100 on a $70 game just for it to even be enjoyable. This experience alone can absolutely suck the fun and the soul out of any game, especially the competitive ones online. Pay to win absolutely can ruin someone's gaming experience. And then there's the increased attention that's being brought to developers making these games, putting in 80+ hour weeks or even more for months, sometimes even years straight, to make sure the game is ready on time. Also, that some big CEO can claim higher profit margins than last year, and he'll increase his bonus from $3 million to $5 million this year. And to me, that makes gaming less fun too. If you actually consider some of the moral and social consequences that some major gaming companies can have on society, that can really put a damper on your experience. And yes, I'm looking at you, Activision Blizzard. And then there's the new advent of live service gaming, which many people absolutely hate, and I am one of them. I want you to release a full and complete game on launch, and if you have large DLC plans later, make them and release them later for more money at that point. But absolutely do not, and I mean do not, under any circumstances, charge me $70 up front for a promise that in 3 years this game might actually be sort of kind of playable. You may even have some fun with it. Even though right now it's completely and utterly broken. You should just be cool with that, because maybe in a few years we might make it pretty good. I hate that. Stop it. That ruins gaming to me. Then there was this period of time that we just recently went through, and you might still technically be in, that I had to call Fortnite Mania, where everyone and their mother was trying to find the next Fortnite Battle Royale game, and it led to a bunch of uninspired, lackluster games that all ripped each other off in an effort to squeeze some profit out of a ridiculously oversaturated market. As someone who never even really enjoyed Fortnite all that much to begin with, this time period was especially excruciating for me. And on top of all that, it seems like there are more and more gaming busts out there now than ever before. For every great game launch we get, there's at least 2 Fallout 76s or Cyberpunk or Anthem or every sports title that's come out. I feel like there's so many more gaming launch busts now than there were before that just leave players disappointed and angry. So, do all of these factors and many others that I haven't even touched on yet really mean that gaming is less fun now than it used to be? Well, the numbers would disagree with that, as there are more gamers now than there have ever been before. And now, don't get me wrong, there are some major flaws in today's gaming environment, and there are lots of things that we do worse now than we used to. For example, microtransactions, more delayed games, more gaming busts, live service gaming, etc. But as a whole, gaming is bigger than ever before. It's more popular than ever. It makes more money than ever, and it is in many ways better than ever. The games that come out now are so much more visually impressive than they used to be, and the pure technological innovations in the market are absurd when compared to the past. If you don't believe me, look at any of your favorite games from the Xbox 360, PS3, or before then, and then look at even some of the bad games, air quote, bad games of today. And it's just, they don't even compare. And I know that's just because of time, but that still means that games are a better experience in those ways than they have been ever in the past. I mean, frankly, games today can do so much more than they could before, and that only keeps getting better. And with all of these improvements being made, and gaming getting bigger and bigger, with more and more players and controlling an even larger share of the market that just keeps going up and up, clearly, it's doing something right. So, in conclusion, no, I don't think gaming is just less fun now than it used to be. There are so many factors like nostalgia causing me to look back with rose-colored glasses, and then other external factors like the stresses of college and work and adulting that I didn't have in the past, and that can definitely be attributed to games not being quite as fulfilling as they used to be. And while I may never get the glory days of GTA 5 and NCAA 14, Skyrim, Black Ops 2, etc., I may never get those glory days back. That doesn't mean that gaming now is worse than it used to be, because there are so many other factors that affect my enjoyment of games now. It's not just the quality of games and gaming as a whole. Like I said, I have more stress now with college and work and adulting, and that can definitely impact your experience. And despite the many issues facing gaming today, I still feel like it's headed in the right direction and that gaming will continue to grow and evolve, and I absolutely cannot wait to see where it goes. Anyway, with all that being said, that's all for me today. Kind of a short video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and do not forget to comment down below for what you guys want to see in the future. Hope you all have a great day, and I will see you guys next time.